Hey friends, welcome back. Today is day 2 of our Share the Love Challenge. And today we're going to be talking about service businesses, an area that's near and dear to my heart because I am a service business. If you are new to the challenge, you can go to carveldigital.com/share the love to get in on the fun. I am giving you prompts each day to encourage you to go out and share some love, some testimonials, some reviews, especially for different areas each day. So podcast, service businesses. Tomorrow we'll have a different thing to focus on. And, because you probably want people to share your business with others. And we get what we give, right? And the more you give, the more you get back. It comes back to you tenfold usually. So, I want to share some of my favorite service businesses with you today. If you're watching this live, go ahead and drop links to your favorite service businesses in the comments, or links to testimonials or reviews that you've done for your favorite service businesses. And if you need something, if there's something that you need, go ahead and drop that in the comments, and maybe someone will have a referral or recommendation for you. All right, so I want to start out with someone I've been going hard in the paint for this business, and it is my podcast producer, Audio Storytellers, run by Noelia Sanchez. I wanted to start a podcast for a long time, and it took a long time for me to have the time and the resources to do it. And I knew that I did not want to DIY. Okay. I wanted to show up and I wanted to talk, and I wanted someone else to take that ball and run with it, and do all the hard stuff. And Noelia and her team just knock it out of the park every week. All I have to do is show up and talk and send them the files, and they come back to us with, the final produced episodes with graphics that we can use for social media promotion, with show notes that we can use to create our podcast. Like, it really is so dreamy. And so if you have a podcast and you're on that DIY tip right now, or you're not happy with, the folks who are producing, or maybe you've hired a bunch of different people to do each separate part, really highly consider going and checking out Audio Storytellers and just getting it all in one package. It is so, so worth it. And I could not be happier with the experience. And we launched our podcast. And on top of that, it's not just production, it's also strategy. So when I hired Noelia, we had 2 very in-depth strategy sessions to talk about, this podcast is for business. So what's our strategy here? What kind of format are you going to have? Like, she just helps you with all the things. So I really cannot speak more highly of the service, and I'm loving it. All right. Our next business that I want to highlight is actually one of my clients, and we're going hyper local with this one. So if you're in Portland and you've gotten your pandemic puppy, let me introduce you to Dog Adventures Northwest, run by Carrie Ryan. And this is a service. She's a client of mine. I have not yet used her service because our dog's on a break from going on adventures right now, at least without us. But I have intimate knowledge of how Carrie runs her business, and it is astounding to me what she has been able to build largely without that much support until we started working together. And so, we're in the beginning stages of doing lots and lots of things to improve the online side of her business. But, one of the things that really impressed me about Carrie was that they had an incident where, a dog got spooked and was missing for a short time. And she took that incident and used it to really level up by getting tracking collars for every single dog that goes out on an adventure. So if and when that happened again, which it did, it's like, fire up the tracker, go find the dog, and it's done. And that's just the kind of level of service that you don't see very often, frankly. So if you're in the Portland area and you've got your pandemic puppy, or you've got your faithful friend that you've had for years, and you need to get those pups out on adventures, go ahead and check out Dog Adventures Northwest. And they offer a ton of other services too. They do boarding, and they do puppy nannying, and like so many things. So highly recommend. Just every interaction I have with Carrie is just a jewel. Like, she's such a pleasure to work with, and she runs a really great ship. So highly recommend. All right. Hey, Emma. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. All right. What is my next business? The next one I want to talk about is for educators out there. This is another client of mine, and it's STEM for Real. And we all know that, well, we live in a white supremacist culture and it infiltrates every single thing, including education. And so Lena Bakshi at STEM for Real is really on a mission to diversify STEM education and to make it more inclusive systematically, right? So we can't just show up and do like one workshop and go, okay, now we have anti-racist, curriculums. It is an ongoing process. And so you need ongoing help and support. And so that's where STEM for Real comes in. And they are launching their new network right now, their new membership program for educators to be able to have the support to do this on an ongoing basis. So actually today, if you're watching this live, today at 3:15 Pacific, if you go check out their Facebook page, they're going to be doing a live Q&A to answer all of your questions about potentially joining their network. So go check them out at stemforreal.org. I got to get better at switching my little banners here. Go check them out at stemforreal.org. Lena is the real deal and she knows her stuff. And they have just a bunch of really amazing opportunities and really amazing testimonials from the educators who have gone through their programs. So go check them out. All right. Next, if you are looking to hire folks on your team and you're feeling a little overwhelmed about this, I have talked about Kimon before. She's at the Lean Process Strategist. And there we go. So when I needed to hire an operations manager, I knew that one, I was not really skilled in the hiring process. And I didn't have the time. And I knew that because I had literally been talking about making this hire for 2 months and had made zero progress. And it finally occurred to me that maybe there's people out there who help you hire other people. And so I went looking and I found Kimon. And this was another process where it was just dreamy from start to finish. She came on, she looked at the role that I was looking to hire for. She helped me put together the job description. She helped get the word out to her networks. She ran the entire hiring process. And I came in at the end basically and reviewed the final candidates and interviewed the final candidates. And then she supported me afterwards, just checking in with both of us and making sure that things were going well. So can't speak highly enough about Kimon and her process. We both like to nerd out on systems and processes. But if that's not your jam and you need to hire a team member and you're feeling they're overwhelmed, like not sure who to hire or what role or how to run the process, highly recommend getting on her calendar ASAP and getting that support. This was really huge for me. And it took a couple of tries, but I ended up getting the perfect person to the point where I don't actually like to talk about her that much because I don't want anybody to try to steal her from me. All right. And then last but not least, y'all know I'm not shy about promoting my own stuff. And so I want to talk to you about Bootcamp. That is our flagship offer. And what we do in there is we help service-based business owners like you probably watching this really start learning how to use content to sell your service. Because you know what happens is, you get busy hustling because you need clients and you get a client. And then you get a client and your marketing dies, right? Please raise your digital hand. Put some emojis in the comments if this is you, because I know we've all done this, right? And if that's you right now, then I want to teach you how to not just get strategic with your content, but once you create content that is engaging, that is converting, that is working, then I will teach you how to automate that so that your marketing does not die. And I have lots and lots of receipts about folks who have come through who have benefited from Bootcamp. And right now, what I'm doing to share my love for you all is if you've been wanting to work with us and you've had some kind of barrier, be that the time commitment or the investment, not sure it's right for you, I am reopening Mini Bootcamp. this week, and we're going to start March 1st. And mini boot camp is just a shortened 4-week version of our 12-week program. Aside from the time being a little bit shorter and the commitment being a little bit smaller, other than that, you're going to get all the same support that everybody in the full boot camp gets. So that means when you come in, you're going to get all the homework and the worksheets to help you really get clarity on your offer and your audience and your messaging. You're going to get all the support for actually doing the work. You're going to get the opportunity to meet with me one-on-one and get my eyes and my brain on your business and just help you get unstuck with anything that is holding you back. So the way to get into that, if that's something that you're interested in, you have not yet gone through one of our master classes, that's happening today. That's happening in about 49 minutes at 1 p.m. So it takes literally 10 minutes. You can go and you can apply to join us. And when you come to that call, I'm basically there to answer all your questions and help you make a good decision about whether this is right for you. It's not a high pressure situation. It's not a, like sell your firstborn child to join boot camp. I'm basically removing as many barriers as I can so that those of you who have really been wanting to get on the inside can get in here and start getting the help that you need to move your business forward. So if you have any questions, if you're curious about that, I really encourage you to go take 10 minutes and apply and join me in about 45 minutes to get all your questions answered about that, because we have so much fun, y'all. We have our coaching call every Wednesday and it's lit, and we start with a little dance party. And then we just like share wins, and I teach a little bit every week. And people have these aha moments every week. And it's literally the best hour of my week because I just get to see people grow and move their businesses forward and get clients and reach revenue levels that they haven't been able to reach. And, if you're someone who, if you did a challenge like this, like you would never even think to promote your own business as part of this, that's probably why you're not getting enough clients, right? So, whether your problem is, being a little bit shy about putting yourself out there, or being worried about, being too salesy. That's a lot of people have that mindset block when they come in. Whether you're not sure what content you should create, you're not sure about your audience, you're not sure about your pricing. Like I have people that I have helped work through every single one of these issues, and I would love to help you too. So that is my push for today. That's my shares for you today. And I want to know, one, I want to remind you, if you're watching this on the replay, #replay, and share the service businesses that you love. And if you are in need of a service, definitely share that too. And let's help each other out. Okay. Let's see if I missed any comments. Cool. And I love that Sarah yesterday started dropping the screenshots of all the podcast reviews that she did. So you can still go back to yesterday's post and you can drop the screenshots of the stuff that you're sharing and just encourage people to share that much more. All right. Love y'all. Hope to see you in a little bit. Definitely come back tomorrow for tomorrow's live. We're going to share some more love, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you on the internet.